Hello, this is July 25th, 2022. This is video number 9 in my series of Our Courts Are a Joke. And I can be reached at ourcourtsareajoke at gmail.com. I just again want to caution you, this is not professional legal advice, just the ramblings of a 55-year-old man in Toronto who has been completely screwed in our family court system. So, well, last video I was talking about women's rights movement and the temperance movement and just my take of the history of the last 100 years or so. So the man has really lost a lot of rights, in the last little while, and I do believe in some fair balance in the rights, and having studied law last 16 years, I understand the gay and lesbian, gay rights movement, and Pride Month and whatnot. Being homosexual was actually illegal into the 60s. So I understand their why they're fighting for their rights and whatnot. I think that's gone a little too far. I mean, I don't know what more can you ask for, right? So I'm actually totally in favor of gay marriage. I think once we're all completely getting screwed, there'll be more effort to change the laws, right? So, but anyway, so getting back to my my thing about men's and women's rights. So the father has really been just reduced to nothing in our society. And the father really has no say, seems to have no rights. It's all about the women and the children, and to try to claim as a father, some kind of equal rights. So within the law, financially, when a couple divide, the courts say, well, the woman lost out financially, career wise and whatnot because she's been home with the kids. Well, okay then. So the father, I can say, well, I've lost time with my children. So I should be equally compensated, and this is going to be one of my arguments with the Supreme Court. I should be equally compensated for the time I've lost while I'm out working. And life is not just all about dollars and cents. If I've been out working, I've lost time at home with my kids. And I know in my case, I was working way too much. The work was there, and I was taking it because I had a considerable amount of debt, and thanks to my first family court. And I was trying to take advantage of that, and make hay while the sun shines, right? So, I was still paying the bills and bringing home the money and, losing out on the time I could have been with my kids. So I am entitled to be equally compensated on that. Right? So, but anyway, the whole rights thing. So, a woman can just go out and get pregnant and have a child. And I know some women that have done that. They can't seem to find or get along with a partner. So but they still want a baby, and they just go out and get pregnant and have a baby. Right. And that's wrong. I think that's wrong from, the fact that a child needs to grow up with a father. And I grew up without a father. I found mine at the age of 38. And, I did have my grandfather in my life for most of my time, fortunately, and I had a stepfather who was an alcoholic for a couple of years, right? So, I was looking for my father, and I finally found him, and that was a very difficult relationship. And in fact, I might do a whole book on finding a parent and the problems and the benefits of that, right? So I've actually cut off my relationship with my father a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, it was a rough relationship for the past 10 years or so prior to that. So that's unfortunate. I'm fortunate. I'm glad that I found my father and kind of closed that chapter in my life, right? So, but anyway, yes, the man really just seems to have no rights, in a family and in our legal system, and this needs to be changed. Father should be recognized as an equal parent, although just because the woman gives birth to the child doesn't give her exclusive possession, and ownership, right? So, but as men, we also need to be more in control of ourselves. We really have to not ever make a woman pregnant. Never, 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 unless that is your goal, right? And I don't know what's out there, for there's a pill, for a man or something. Condoms aren't 100%, and if you've been drinking or something, you don't have one, or you still want to get it on, right? And next thing you know, oops, she's pregnant, right? So as us men, we really need to be in charge of our sperm and not be letting that happen, right? And, so birth control for men, I think, is a very important thing that we really need to move forward on, so that a woman will never get pregnant against our wishes, right? So, but anyway, this thing about women just having babies because they want one without having a man in their life, I think this is totally wrong. Just because they have the ability to do that, it doesn't mean they should. From the society point of view, I'm very in favor of everyone just being free, do what you want. I guess I'm a libertarian until you ask for taxpayers' dollars, right? So you're free to live your life, just don't hurt anybody or whatever, But as soon as you ask taxpayers for money, well, then the taxpayers should have a say in whether you get that or not, right? So there's all this, constant political talk. Oh, more supports for single moms and everything. Well, I think we just need to have less single moms, and that will, lessen the tax burden. It'll be more people out there working in society, which of course the government wants because they want your taxes. And there is something though too, but not just taxes, but the better, more productive our economy is, the better off we have it, right? So anyway, I know some of these videos are getting a little controversial on my opinions on some things, and that's okay, because you know what, we just really have this cancel culture where nobody wants to listen to somebody that they don't agree with. But too bad. I'm going to speak my mind because it's a free and democratic country, and if you don't like it, too bad. That's okay. You can make your own video. So anyway, with that, I'm going to wrap this up. And again, I can be reached at ourcourtsareajoke@gmail.com. And please watch my videos, pass the word around. That's any man who's ever had any problem in family court. And, I hear a lot of men, oh, God, yeah, I did all right, $60,000 in costs. But, hey, I didn't get screwed too bad, That's pretty much how it goes. I didn't lose everything, only half. I still got my teeth, So you know what? This needs to change, seriously. And so please spread these videos around. Anyone who's ever had an experience at family court, send me your story as brief as possible. Ourcourtsareajoke@gmail.com. Thank you.